Hello, welcome to Matti Makes. I'm Crystal Matti, and today we're going to use these beautiful Valkyrie combs. They're fine combs, and we're going to comb some Gotland fiber. Now, I have been doing a series on, the Ukrainian flag spinning, but I didn't have enough time to get that one done. So I will work on that later, and it will come out, but I really wanted to get a video out to you guys, and I haven't played with my Valkyries that much. So let's get the Valkyries going. I have this beautiful Gotland fiber. It's been in my, I've had it for a while. It was shorn in 2013. I know, a long time ago. I got the fiber in 2018 and washed it up. Now this is a really interesting Gotland. That the sheep was actually named Whippersnapper. Oh, so cute, right? So, some of it. This, and the sunlight's really pretty. So it's a dark gray brown. Get that without. So it's a beautiful dark gray brown. There's some veggie matter going on in it, but absolutely gorgeous. I did measure up some of the locks and they were like 4 inches. So really happy with that. So I'm going to load them the shorn side in first. And I'm outside, so if I make a mess, it's okay. That also means not as many places to put things. So, loading the comb. So you can see, putting it on. This, if you already have them all fluffed up, you can like lash them on. Just go straight down. It's on pretty good. So I'm just gonna park that there between my legs and try to do tips out as well as possible. But the fleece is kind of all over the place, so it's not the easiest to figure out the cut and the shorn end when it's been in storage so long. Here we go. And speaking of shearing, I will start doing some shearing videos. I am taking a shearing class the end of May, and I will hopefully be able to film during, but I don't guarantee because it's a school, right? People there there'll be about a dozen students, paying to learn how to shear more properly. So we'll be shearing sheep, and I am just super excited. It'll be fun. Also a little vacation for me away from family, because that's always good to do every once in a while. It's great to go around with your family. It's some good self time to do some things without, and they don't want to smell sheep. A lot of my family members have allergies, and grasses and haze are some of their triggers, so I get to hang out in the sheep barn without them. It's fabulous. So still lashing on the shorn end as well as you can. Don't pack things too tight, because you want your combs to go through. Oh, that one's so pretty. There's a gray streak. I hope you can see that. It's pretty. Whippersnapper must have been a real pretty sheep. And I don't have the information if it was a wether or a ewe or whatnot. The people I got them from have had about 200 head, so this one's lucky it had a name. Normally it's just a number. I have been waiting to do this, and I found this awesome pattern to do Celtic hose for my husband, who's been wanting a pair. So hand spun, hand knit Celtic hose. It'll be good. Okay, so I lashed them on. If you push everything tight, it's less than half. You should fluff everything up. See, and this is the side that would be towards you, right? So there's all the views and stuff in it. And without running my combs through the camera, we're just going to start at the tips and go straight through. Tips and through. This one's block isn't on very well. Just take care of them first. Okay. And tips and through. Ooh, get closer to you. And I wanted to sit so the stuff could fall through. I put a sheet down. Because I'm the person that comes out to the deck wearing socks. I know, right? Didn't want to put shoes on. So pretty out here. It's like 60 degrees. It's the end of April. My life is good. So we just want to keep combing through. So trying to get you all the angles here. But the tips go through the edges. Then you want to fluff it back, this part back, so you don't fold them back over, because you want everything to be as parallel as possible. And we're unkinking those beautiful kinks. Now this Gotland is pretty fine. No problem having, well, any of the Gotlands I got from them, no problem having it as a close worn object. You don't mind it as a scarf or gloves or socks or anything. It just, they've been so lovely. And the last one I've combed was even softer than the ones I have put through the drum carder. Probably because things were lined up better. You know, it's more of a worsted spin than a woolen spin, and it just is smoother. I shouldn't say softer, it's smoother. And everything being lined up, you're not getting any of the irritating ends, which, let's get through this. Oh, you can see the browns and the grays. Oh. Now, if you read some sheet books, it says that Gotland's, like the field guide, says Gotlands are all supposed to be gray. But if you get the full guide to find animals, Gotlands can come in browns and creams as well. So they really are a rainbow-tastic sheep. Okay, so I'm just flip the comb upside down to get the last little bits off. Now, whatever little bits that are left on the comb that are still clean, you know, I put those through the drum carder. These still have a little bit. Oh, with you. There you go. A little bit of stuff through them, but I might run that through the drum carder. Anyway, first pass, and there's little bits of stuff in it. Oh, sun. It's all fluffy and nice. I'm going to come through it one more time, maybe two more times, to get rid of little flakies, little flakes of hay and that sort of thing. So when you combed it, it packs it all down, so you just need to take your fingers and rub it all back up. Now, if I didn't say before, these Valkyries are a double pitch. Yeah, you can definitely see the double pitch on that. And really enjoy the Valkyries. So we're gonna, look how even that is. That's like a bookend. Boom. You know you have a good fleece when it bookends like that. It was so nice. So I'm gonna comb it back through. Start on the very edge. Oh, just puffs right up. And those little bits fall into the ground. Now, if you have a problem with it getting too fluffy and going like up like that, you can spray it. I'm just gonna rub mine down. I have a little lotion on my hands, which helps. But you can always spray it with a little bit of water, or water and a little oil, or if there's people who use essential oil, there's a lot of different things you could do. Just remember to get the outer edge. Keep it up in the camera. The combing fiber is just really relaxing. Gets those arms going. You can tell people you exercised today. It was arm day. Oh, it's crossing. Now they're burning something down below and it's making some crackly noises. Okay. This I'm pulling off, you see it has, stop with the combs. It has some large goobers in it. Definitely pick those up before you drum card them. And if you see anything large in there, you can always go through and pick them out. Trying not to get too sun fried here. The combing is really easy, really lovely. And when you've done enough passes, you can take a Diz and pull it off, or you can spin right from the comb, which is lovely. Okay, I'm gonna comb it through another time. Still has some gunk in it. I mean, nothing that won't come out when you spin. Notice a lot of things fall out when you spin. Okay, but again, we're gonna pull up on this. You want it at least half, if not a little over. Then it's doing that lovely bookend thing again where it's super straight. It means all the fibers are pretty well the same length, which is really good for this guy. So I assume whippersnapper was male. I don't know. Okay, starting real low. How low can you go? How low can you go? Outrunning the comb through the foam. And I do all my videos on my iPhone. So if you ever have a problem with video quality, I do them all on my iPhone. I thought they've been turning out okay, but you know, let me know. I need to invest in something a little bit more camera, a little less everything. Okay, I'm gonna flip it back over because those are pretty clean. I just want to see if I can pull them off. So there's a few little bits still left in here, but he is pretty clean. I wouldn't be too unhappy spinning this. But one more time, get some all around the other way again. Just super puffy, super pretty. One more time, we're probably gonna get most everything out. Ready? Let's go. Outer edges first. Let the wind take the goobers away. I just rotated the comb so instead of being straight up, it's just a wee bit facing me. That being said, you always want to comb away from your body. You don't ever want these coming at your chest. A lot of the equipment in prepping wool is dangerous. There we go, up and down. Should get the last little bits off. Through the fiber and turn it. Through the fiber, turn it. Fiber, turn it. Wow, I don't think I'm getting that any cleaner. Let's get these goobers off. A little bit of stuff in there. Not bad. So this is pretty clean. You just comb it through to your preference. There's still a couple little things in here, but they're not gonna bother me when I'm spinning. So I am gonna go get a Diz, pause with you and go get a Diz and show you how to Diz this off the comb. I pulled the camera in real close so you could see this really well. I got the handle between my knees, tines facing away. either side. Could first straight out if you wanted to, but you know, away from yourself. This little diz I got from a small business via Amazon. And I'm going to use this second smallest hole. And I just grabbed a size E crochet hook. Doesn't really matter which crochet hook. You just need a small hook. So through, that through. Pull up a little bit of wool. Loop it through. Kind of finger pinch it. So it comes through. Look down, then you want to use this as your platform. You hold that taunt and you pull the wool through with the other hand. Try to always keep it on your outside surface, right? Like resting on your wool. And close. And then we're just going to pull up a little bit and down. Pull up and down. Pull up and down. Yeah, there you go. Pull up, slide down. Pull up, slide down. If it gets a little hard to pull, it just means too much is going through. Up, slide down. You just want to work your way in this manner through the whole comb. And sometimes it all pulls from one side as it feeds through. And you're going to grab everything, like the longest stuff is going to come out first. To work really hard to get and use a slightly different technique if you have fiber of varying lengths. With this Gotland, we don't really have to worry about varying lengths. He's pretty uniform. He was shorn pretty well, because that could have a big effect on it. Make sure you see this okay. Yeah. Up, slide down. I feel the pressure between my knees. Yeah, if you just pull too much, it'll get thin. Make sure it doesn't go on the floor. That's all gone. Okay, that being said, there's a little bit of it left here. This is kind of what was trapped in between the combs. This is what we have, this wee little nest. And if you wanted to draft it out, if you wanted it all to be uniform, just take your thicker spots, draft them down a little bit. There's one. I know I should have done a couple more passes, but that's what we do for doing things for video. Then wrap it around your, see, I have it under my thumb. Round and around and around. And then when you get to the end, just wrap it through. And it's all ready just to pull the end and spin from it. You can see the beautiful texture here and color. Trying to get you into focus. Fingers are in focus. Well, I'm going to keep working through this fiber and finish spinning up the Ukrainian blue flag for you guys. See you later.